What's up, superstars? Welcome back to Crypto Cornucopia, where I go through hours of YouTube research so you don't have to. Today's 12/27, and I've taken a couple weeks off through the holidays because let's face it, there was some things to talk about, but markets pretty much suck. So I decided to take the time off and not look at it as much. And today we are rebounding. We got Bitcoin at 51,332. Now, one of my favorite TA guys, Crown Crypto Cave, said that unless this goes above 52.6, we're still in the area of having to possibly going back down to 43. So I'm not really doing much trades as things are going up. I'm doing what I've told you I always do. I take profits percentage wise. If it goes up 10%, I take out 2%. And 50-20 rule as well. So if it goes up 50%, and I just didn't notice because that's crypto, then I take out 20%. And then when things dip back down, I buy back in. That's all I've been doing. I haven't been buying back in. And Ethereum is at 4,088. Also, crypto looked over the TA for it today and found out that it is not looking so hot. It might be just range bound for the next couple of weeks. But if Bitcoin does go up, it's probably going to follow. And that could help it break out of that trend. So right now I'm in token metrics and I'm looking at the analytics for the ratings. And number one, look at what's up top, baby. Look at what's up top. Metis. I told you guys about this at 45. I got it at 15. Look at the price, 152, because they're a new project. They're only about 200 million market cap, which is very low actually compared to what's out there. And they've always rated it very high. So, since I've seen it, since inception, it's been 70 plus. They've got great coding. They've got marketing. They're on Twitter a lot. And let's face it, this is Vitalik Buterin's mother. Okay. So you know she's going to have help. All right. So it's actually at 223 million market cap. But what's very cool is that it's got the highest rating for today. And I won't go over the other ones because those are all really small market cap, except for this one. BitCub Coin is at 1 billion. That's amazing because I've never heard of it before. All right. Moving on. We're going to take a look at the charts for today. And I went back and I listened to my last video and I was talking about Matic. It was down at 130 down here. And I told you there's no reason for it to be that low, but look where it's at now, 280. Broke its all-time highs and it's booming up. Also, Phantom, I've heard a lot of stories, articles coming out about how the total value locked for Phantom is so much higher in relation to what it's actually worth in market cap. So it's still extremely undervalued, not financial advice, but Phantom is still a great buy at 234. And again, when I was talking to you guys last time, it was down here at about 130. So it's almost doubled since then. But see these TD sequentials, when it gets up to 9, it usually takes a breather. So I would say watch it. And if you want to get into it, wait a couple more days, see what happens, and go from there. All right, so we're going into the news from Market Rebellion. Senator Loomis proposed new Bitcoin bill next year. Now, if you know anything about what happened in the last bill, basically the people who wrote it have no idea what they're doing. It went through anyway, and now they're going to try to amend it, which is obviously great news for us. Jack Dorsey, drama, don't care. Arcade raises $15 million to offer NFT-backed loans. This is amazing because people keep talking about now you can take crypto and you can take loans out for it using Celsius, using Nexo, those centralized exchanges. And then obviously you can use Aave and put it in there. But now they're going to take NFTs, which have value, and they're going to take out loans from that, which I think is, they just keep innovating. It doesn't stop. All right, so this is Polkadot's Trade Insight. If you have Market Rebellion, or if you want to hear more about this, which I think is going to pop off, it actually already is. We'll go over that in a second. But if you want to hear more about it, read more, let me know. Comment below. Crypto exchange Kraken acquires staking platform. Staked. A lot of moves being made, a lot of money being thrown around. That is the reason that I'm going over all this. Jack Dorsey talking about how Bitcoin will replace the dollar. Wouldn't go that far, but thanks for promoting the space. JP Morgan to develop payment blockchain system for Siemens. We've known about this for quite some time. JP Morgan said Bitcoin's trash. They said they would fire anybody of their employees that would use it. And oh, look at that, they're getting to blockchain. Imagine that. French central bank completes first stage of its CBDC experiments. Now, that is centralized digital currency. And for the most part, a lot of people think that this is just going to fail. We've already got products out there. People are already using them. Now, you might be able to onboard some people, but I just don't see the point of it. Bank of Russia wants to ban mutual funds from investing in cryptocurrency. That's just because they want their own central banks to be able to do that. And Dogecoin surges as Elon Musk teases Tesla merchandise plan. And we're getting into older news. So let's move on to coinmarketcow.com. I think they have great news. Starship is a play to earn. P2E NFT game debuts December 28th. Watch out for this one. I think it's Star is the ticker, or Star L. And it's been booming. I think it's because people are anticipating this happening and coming into play. institutional crypto custodians raised more than $3 billion in 2021. So just by holding people's cryptocurrencies, like banks do, they take our fiat, they take our money, and they go and do whatever they want with it. Well, just by holding the cryptos and us doing trades on their exchanges, they've made $3 billion in 2021. You don't think people are taking a look at this and saying, entities, I should say, are taking a look at this and deciding not to get into it? Oh yeah, they are. Okay. And if they are, that means they're going to promote it. And that means that overall the market caps of everything goes up because people start getting more and more into it. They start buying the token. They start putting money into it. Things get more scarce. That's the way it works. Look at the crazy hiring spree crypto firms went on this year. Yep, crazy. Innovative Phantom baby. Phantom is exploding. Okay, I cannot say this enough. The person that created Wi-Fi, Yearn Finance, which is a lending platform and a way for you to make yield, Andre Cronje, basically made that Wi-Fi for free so that he could leave it anytime he wants. He left it and he created Phantom. Okay, and he's one of the most respected developers in the space. Phantom's going to keep doing good, guys. All right, that's Senator Luminous again, competitive outlook for NFTs and blockchain-based gaming, which I really do think is the future. I mentioned in the last video, Ready Player One. If you haven't seen that movie, go watch it. Everything in that movie where they're doing virtual reality was not created yet. It may have been created in people's minds, but it hadn't been made yet. And NFTs it is the money that's in there. It is the motorcycle he was riding. It is the skin that he was wearing. It was the guns that they were using. All of those things are NFTs. It is being made right now. So again, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. Centralized crypto exchanges saw over 14 trillion in trading volume. There's $14 trillion being traded here. And the market cap is 2.5 trillion of all of crypto. I keep hearing people like macroeconomists talk about how they think that it's going to get up to 10 trillion, maybe by the end of this run, but 100 trillion within 10 years. We're at 2.5 trillion, people. I can't express this enough. Binance-backed Shark Metaverse, Star Sharks, raises 4.6 million in private round. Okay, this sounds retarded to me. I'm sorry, it does. If you guys are into it, good for you. Hopefully it's doing well. But they're raising 4.6 million. People are pouring money into this. Decentralized exchanges saw over 1 trillion in trading volume this year. I think it's more than that. I gotta say, I think it's way more than that. All right, moving on to I like this. Cryptos Are Us. He's a YouTuber, created a news platform. I think he's doing really well. Now, Ray Dalio, I can't remember what his quote was, but he said that basically Bitcoin is going to zero for years. And people really respect this guy, so they're staying out of it. Now, I don't want to speculate on what his motives are, but now he's getting into crypto. And he's talking more and more about it. Maybe he's just trying to stay relevant. I don't know. But the point is that he's very respected in the traditional space. And now he's talking more about crypto. More and more. Let's see. Top 5 stories. Not going to go over that. Oh, you know what? Let's go through this. I'm going to come back to that. And the number one crypto of 2021 is, oh, these are a lot of clickbait, huh? Top 5 stories. Near Protocol. Got into that for a little bit. Wrote it up for 30%. Sold it. But that is its own chain. And all of a sudden it's at I think it's like 5 billion. Like came out of nowhere. But I think it's a gaming play. It's very fast. And it's got a great team. So I think it could do well, but it's already had its run up. So investing wise, I'm not really into it. And all right, so let's go back to, this is kind of what I wanted to talk about. Like, we have to take a look back at 2020 and 2021 and all that's happened and understand that this space is growing at an exponential rate. All right, so let's talk about the top 5 stories. And comedian Norm Macdonald, unfortunately, I loved him. He passed away. He might have been a crypto bull. Immutability, decentralization, and the Bored Ape Yacht Club, which actually overtook the original NFTs for total value of all of them. So that was kind of a big deal. New Jersey AG attacking BlockFi has ties to banking industry. Oh, imagine that. So New Jersey didn't want BlockFi in their state, and the person who was going after BlockFi has ties to the banking industry. And USDC is killing Tether. FUD. If Tether is the death knell, isn't USDC the chorus? Amazing crypto fiasco explained. Okay, so I'm sorry, I thought there would be better headlines there. My apologies. Cardano, Polkadot jump as Bitcoin holds above 50K. So Cardano is slowly making moves. They haven't gotten their exchange back up, which was supposed to be up a couple weeks ago. That's why it took a dip, but it's moving back up. Polkadot has been undervalued for so long. When it was under $25, I couldn't believe it. And I truly believe that by the end of this, it's going to be at $100. And if your dollar cost averaging into anything, then I would suggest that you take a look at Polkadot. All right, so first mover Asia, Bitcoin's price remains boxed in below 51K over the holiday weekend. Why portfolio managers will need to look at altcoins in 2020? That is correct, because everybody's going to be making money, and portfolio managers and hedge funds, they have to take a look at what the performance is going to be. That's how they get paid, and altcoins are the performers. So people are going to have to do like you and listen to people like me to find the information, to find where the trends are going, to find what is getting popular and what not only has good fundamental analysis, but also good technical analysis. Okay, here's one thing that I want to talk about. As well as Phantom, Terra Luna hits record 20 billion total value lock, surpassing Binance Smart Chain. This is one of the reasons that Terra has been taking off. Besides the fact that every time that a UST, which is connected to Luna, a UST which is backed by the dollar, every time one is minted, a Luna is in the same value is burned. So right now the value of Luna is at, I can't believe it. Oh my God, it's like $96. Last time I was talking about it was at 20 something. But every time basically 98 UST is created, a Luna is burnt. So that makes it deflationary. That means that the value is going to go up over time. And the UST is becoming more and more popular. So the more that's created, the more Luna is burned, the greater the value that goes up. That's the tokenomics. That's what they call tokenomics. The tokenomics for it are beautiful. All right, and that is going to be all the news for today. The only other thing that I want to show you that I thought was so very cool was something called gains.trade. Now, this is on the Polygon network, and I don't suggest you do this. I'm just showing you the cool things that are out there. So the minimum leverage that you can use here is 5x. The maximum is 150x. So let's use small terms here. If you use a leverage at 10x, that means that if you put in $100 and it goes up 1%, you made $10. But if it goes down 1%, then you've lost $10. Okay, so you can imagine the fluctuation in cryptocurrency. Okay, so let's look at it today. We had BAT, which is the browser token, the Brave browser token. It is up 7.6% in the last 24 hours. So let's say you put in $100 and it goes up 7.6% at 10x leverage. That means you made $76. Okay, but if you went and you put, no, there's almost no negatives. That's awesome. If you went and put it into Curve in the last 24 hours and you had 10x leverage, you'd be down $23. So this is how people get wrecked. And there's a lot of this out there. What I'm saying is cool about this is that this is decentralized. This is not a centralized entity. This is not like Bybit or Binance where you're leveraging. There's no KYC. You can literally plug in your wallet and use anything to do it. DAI is what they use for this specific one. So you put in a specific number of DAI, and then you say you take your profit at whatever price that you want. And I've been dabbling around with this, but market jumped up too fast for me today. I don't want to mess with this. The one last thing that I want to talk about is the reason I'm not getting into it. From Market Rebellion, every Friday, there's a guy called the Crypto Oracle, AJ Monty. He is amazing. I've been watching him for the last 10 weeks, and he's been right every single week with the traditional markets. Now, I'd like to say that we have nothing to do with the traditional markets, but I don't believe that. I think that we are still coupled with it. And what he's saying is on Monday and Tuesday of this week, he sees the market going up in the traditional markets, but by Wednesday or towards the end of the week, most likely it's going back down. And guess what's going to go down with it? So what I'm doing is watching just to see if that plays out. And I do believe as of the first week of January, you have hedge funds and institutions with a new balance sheet, a new budget, and they're going to be putting money somewhere. So I think the markets are going up. I personally believe the markets are going back up in January. So I'm just riding out this week to see what happens, unless I hear from a huge fundamental shift in a specific project or technical analysis from Crown from anything that is on this list here. Now, it doesn't have everything, but if he takes a look at, let's say, someone that, let's see, BNC, BTC. Okay, let's say this. If BTC gets above 52.6, then and it closes out the day, then I'm going to be bullish on almost everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some DAI and I'll put it into BTC, and I'm just going to do some leverage, and then I'm going to take some money out. That's how I'm going to play that. Like other ones like DOT. Okay, and it's already up to 32. It was like 23 just a few days ago. If Bitcoin it gets above 52.6 and closes, that means it's going up and it's going to take the rest of the market with it. So on projects that I love, like DOT, I'm not going to go on Ethereum just yet, but Link, Matic for sure, Sand. Oh, they do have Sol here. All right, maybe even Sol, even though I've never bought into that one. Projects like that I believe in fundamentally, and then there's good technical analysis, or Bitcoin reaches above that level that's it's been basically stuck under for quite some time. If it gets above that, then that's when I'll get back into it. But I just want to show you guys this. There's a lot of things out there like this, like Climate DAO. You take a look at Climate DAO, and you're getting 26,000% APY, and it rolls over automatically. It's not like you have to do it. It rebases every 8 hours. So, like if you have a specific number of the climate in there, then it's going to rebase and it's going to create more of it. There's a lot of ways to make money in this space, and you're not going to find out unless you get out there and start doing it. And that's what I suggest. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow.